Wahala have started. This is not going to be a joke. In fact, it is an all-out war. When this Christian, Muslim, religious issue came up, people thought it's a joke. With this leaked audio, Wahala is about to drop. Welcome once again to this channel. Like, share this video, help this channel and help other people to get access to this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Now, you see, something is about to happen as Christian leaders, priests have all risen up and they are saying enough is enough. How is it possible with all of the petitions that have been written, with the case right in front of the tribunal, and also with this issue of rigging and electoral malpractices that has been reported? How dare INEC, how dare whoever it is, how can they prepare themselves? How can they prepare themselves to swearing Bola Ahmed Tinubu? They said an interim government should be put in place before they eventually sort out all that needs to be sorted out. And if they do not want to go into the interim aspect of it, well, it is very easy. Can you just fast forward the process of the tribunal so we will be sure who won the election or not? We are not going to sit down and allow this to happen. They have gathered together. I'm talking about top and notable clerics in Nigeria. They have all gathered themselves and they are ready to go out to war. They said, no, this is not going to happen. Let us listen to their spokesperson speak and we'll come out to talk more.
Democracy, we all know, is a process, and elections are only a part of the process, which requires the participation of all citizens at various stages and levels. With the election process now almost over, the attention of all citizens should now be turned to the elected to provide the promised dividends of democracy through good governance, which gives all citizens a sense of belonging regardless of party affiliation, mindful of the fact that whoever wins a certain constituency becomes the leader of all in that constituency. Ideally, partisanship for the elected should end with swearing-in ceremony, which also should mark the beginning of the provision of the dividends of democracy through good governance.
In countries like Kenya, where we taught them the judiciary, they don't swear in a president, they swift into action, they handle all the cases before the swearing in date. So why are we delaying in Nigeria? Are we delaying because we want to collect the allowances? Are we delaying because corruption have eaten everything? There is nothing difficult about this case. In less than 30 days, we can dispense of every case. Election will finish in February. Swearing in will be the end of May. And yet, the cases have not been scratched. What a nation. So for me, what is not in the Nigerian Constitution is not in the Nigerian Constitution. I know Nigeria is a wonderful country. The doctrine of necessity, they call it. How necessary is that doctrine of necessity?
Welcome back. Now, you heard what the priest said. You heard what the religious cleric said. This election was riddled with a lot of terrible practices. And since we have contention, since people are contending this in the court, where is it ever, how is it possible for you to swear someone in when the contestants are saying this election is not free and fair? Let the process that has been challenged, the process by which INEC declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu the winner of the 2023 presidential election, the process, since this is being contested, since queries are on it, why don't you clarify this? Labour Party have requested for the materials that were used to conduct and to finally declare Bola Ahmed Tinubu the winner. They claim that they have this and they want to compare notes together. Apart from the talk of the promise of the INEC telling them that they will electronically transmit from the BVN, all of this will be done and directly it will be forwarded to the database. So each vote forwarded to the database, each vote, or at the end of it, all of the votes will be totally forwarded. So everyone will see at each polling unit that 500 people voted, for example, Labour Party, 500 people voted for example, APC, PDP, and the rest of the party. And all of this have been collated together in that polling unit, and they have been electronically transmitted. End of story. Then whoever is now being declared the winner, we will now count the numbers together, and that's it. Now we are hearing from INEC and some other people. They said that this cannot be so because they found a lot of unregistered voters who voted, and they voted in support of Labour Party. These are what they said. They said some of these have to be removed, eradicated, so no one will come and claim that they recorded 500, for example, Labour Party, and because they recorded 500, it means that Peter Obi won. They say no, it doesn't work that way, that these people were not registered. They do not have their voters card registered. So how is it possible for you to say send it in? 500 people have voted for Peter Obi. No, send it in. They said no, this is not possible. And a lot of people had huge trust in what INEC said, coupled with the new Naira redesign policy brought in by Central Bank of Nigeria and many others. Now let us get it clear. These have become tribal and religious. They said the reason why Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele, who wanted to be the next president, Igbo president, they said the reason he brought it up is because he felt that this should not go to the southwest of Nigeria, not to even talk of going to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He came up with this. He quickly moved to meet the president, gave him a lot of stories, and the president embraced it, not caring what is going to happen to whoever. After all, to him, he felt like, okay, if people want you, let them vote for you. It worked for me. I am no longer interested to be president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, fight your battle. If you win, good. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu saw all of this. He embraced, he never said anything. The only thing he said is that, he came first, second, third, he fell until I helped him to be president. And that one there, he has already been in the corridor of power as vice president. What else are you looking for? I gave you the opportunity. He's talking about Yemi Osinbajo. These are all that he said, apart from rebuking or reprimanding southwestern governors who he felt were not like the Ogun State governor where Yemi Osinbajo is from. Apart from that, Bola Ahmed Tinubu showed that, diplomatic and a very cunning way. He embraced them and spoke positively of the president, and he said a lot of things, and he continually went on and on, knowing fully well that the umpire needs to be embraced. If it is with money, I don't know. I'm not saying that's what he did. That it needs to be embraced thoroughly. If it is dollars, pounds, euros, naira, it needs to be embraced thoroughly, and probably promised something else in his government and many other key players. And eventually, he has been declared the winner. How he got it, I don't know. Did Peter Obi win? I don't know. Did Bola Ahmed Tinubu win? I don't know. But what I know is that they said before you can be president of Nigeria, you need to win to third or a certain percentage of the states, 36 states, apart from, of course, we are including the FCT, but they said apart from that, you need to win 36 states, a particular percentage, meaning you don't have to win all of the states in, for example, in Anambra State, where Peter Obi is from, or any of the, just win to third of it, round like that. And this is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu calculated, and he made sure that there is no argument about that. Now, with this that we are seeing from Christian leaders, it's like there is about to be war. Something is about to be dropped. Religion is there. Tribe is there. The Southeasterners, they want Peter Obi. Igbos believe that this is their mandate. This is their own thing. I'm not saying there are no other people who are not from the Igbo tribe. There are other, but there are majority. In fact, we saw the votes. We saw what happened in the Southeast. We saw what happened in the Southeast. In fact, if you want to vote for APC in the Southeast, Labour Party pushed and kicked people out. Similar things. We saw it. So we know that the Southeast really gave their heart out. Yes, Lagos State, something happened there. But it wasn't as if Bola Ahmed Tinubu got 20% and Peter Obi got 80% of the vote from what we saw. We don't know what happened. But what we saw is what I'm talking about. So if you look at all of this together, you kind of try to balance it together. There is going to be wahala. Big time wahala. The swearing in, according to them, should not, if there is contention on ground. Everything has to be done in the right and proper manner. no one should be sworn in until everything has been cleared, so that there will be no issue after the swearing in. It's as simple as that. Now, there are people that are telling Peter Obi to wait till the next 4 years or next 8 years. They say it will be the turn of the Southeast, but we are seeing Soludo and, of course, Emefiele. We don't know if Emefiele will be having opportunity to become because of what he has done. According to some people, they felt that he worked against his party by coming up with this policy. So people are hiring Soludo, and Soludo knows and is preparing himself for that. Soludo wants to be president. Soludo is preparing himself. He has positioned himself. You see him, he's not castigating APC. He has spoken down less of Peter Obi and said that this is what Peter Obi has not done. I think when the time comes, Peter Obi will still shine. We are talking of 8 years. That is if they will not eventually cripple Peter Obi in different ways. I don't know. But let us hope and see. Peter Obi will be, he won't be younger when Bola Ahmed Tinubu finishes. That is, if that happens. He won't be younger. He would have added more age and probably more experience and probably know how to go about whatever he wants to do or repair anything that he wants to repair, whatever he needs to do. It will now be contention between Igbo people when that time comes. Let us begin to look at 2027. What are your thoughts? Drop it in the comment section. Like, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're new here. See you in the next one.